Welcome to the crypt.
Well, good evening, boys and ghouls. Thank you for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for the month of June. Y'all, it is already June. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. This year is going by so fast. But this is for the whole month. I'm going to use 2 decks this time. And I am also going to do a video of next week also. So that will be up around the time this video is up. So let's get started. I am not showing my face today because I had a rough day and I haven't showered after exercising yet. So we're just going to leave it like that, okay? While we're shuffling, I wanted to say I hope you guys had a great week last week, month, whatever. I hope you guys like my new name and new intro and all that good stuff. As you can tell, my influence was very much of like the Crypt Keeper, gothic, green, orange type deal. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go through. That's what we're gonna do today, or do from now on. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. My website is not finished. I am still working on it. So hopefully I'll get that up soon. Until then, if any guys you're interested in a private reading, they are $15. And you can email me if you are interested at midnightcryptofficial@gmail.com. Of course, it'll be in the description below. So let's get started for June. Let's see what's coming up for June. Cancers. Cancers' birthdays are coming up. Okay. Cards, spirit guides. What would you like to tell us about the month of June? Is there anything we should know? Anything we should be worried about, warned about, etc.? Anything that we are willing to comprehend and willing to deal with. Okay. I was called to do 2 decks today. I'm sure I said that already. So that's what we're going to do. Fun, 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 fun. Okay. Spirit guides, cards, ancestors, etc. Are there any messages, any warnings, anything that you would like to tell us about June 2021? June 2021, the whole month. Now, I would suggest getting a pen and paper. I'm trying to say that before I do the readings now, instead of after, because it's kind of dumb. Just in case, write down what you see, just in case nothing resonates with you right now. It could possibly resonate in the future. Okay. Alright, let's do this. So, this deck is going to be my main, I'm going to do the three pile reading I usually do. This is going to be the main reading, and this is going to be the clarifiers. So, let's get started. Shuffle them a little bit more. Whoop. That one popped out. Let's do that one. Okay. Upright or reverse? Whoops, it fell again. Hold on. Excuse my big head. Upright or reverse? Reverse. Okay. So far, we're off to a great start, huh? That's sarcasm. Okay. Well, okay. Not too bad. All right, not too bad at all. All right, putting that right here. Whoop. Okay, let me see if you guys can see what's happening right here. So far, it's looking okay. There is some sort of relationship, partnership, some kind of get together that's gonna happen this month that's not gonna go as planned. We got the Three of Cups in reverse right here. This is usually, pertaining to a group setting, party possibly, work life, all of that stuff. So upside down, I'm seeing that there's going to be some kind of get together, some kind of celebration in a way, with a group of people, that's not going to go as planned. So we're going to draw more cards for that. In the middle, we have Eight of Wands right here. To me, Eight of Wands is about moving fast, is about possibly receiving some kind of messages, or if you're looking for receipts or anything like that, that's kind of what that represents. But upside down, I have the feeling that things are not going to go as smoothly as you would like it to go. Maybe you're going to find maybe there's going to be some news that you're going to learn that's not going to be flattering. But we'll get more cards to see more detail. Queen of Wands right here. This is actually a good card. Isn't that pretty? She's got a dog right here. Wands. Queen of Wands is a feminine energy that is very passionate, very kind of like a dog. That's why they have that dog right here. They're very loyal, they're very loving, passionate, beings. And she's the queen, so she has kind of mastered that ability. And also wands are kind of like flashlight cards for flashlight cards for me. So she has set a goal. She has achieved a whole bunch. She's the queen, but she has achieved her goals, but at the same time, she's very nurturing about it. She's not throwing it in your face and, being arrogant about it, like maybe the King of Wands would probably be. She's very, not sensitive, what's the word I'm thinking of? Very, compassionate, I guess, and very forthcoming. If you go to her for help, she will help you, no questions asked. These are, for me, when I pull these, usually the High Priestess is a witch, but these to me can also be witches too, and they can be counselors and tarot readers. They help you find your way, basically. So let's see let's get more information on these. So let's get more information on the Three of Cups. Let's see what kind of get together is going to go wrong and why, and what we got to say about these. Let me shuffle it a little more. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. Death reversed. Let's do this again. I'm gonna pull 3 clarifiers for each card, and I think that'd be enough information that we can work with. Okay, Two of Swords. Okay, so for me, Two of Swords upside down is a decision that hasn't yet been discussed or accomplished or done yet. So what I like to do is pull a card for each sword. You see how it's upside down and there's a sword on each side. I like to draw 2 more cards to see what the choices that aren't made are. Does that make sense? So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have a little bit more than 3 clarifier cards for this one. Okay. Justice upside down. A lot of reverse cards. And 7 of Cups. Okay. We can work with that. Just because I don't have much room right here, we are going to stop there and work on the first pile first, and then we're gonna work our way down here. Move this a little bit. We're still in frame. Okay. So, we have a get together, some kind of uh it's not like two people though. It's not like a relationship or a partnership. It's three. So it's more than two people that are in a situation, in a emotional situation. So it's not like it could be work life, but there's more to it. There's more emotions into it. So there's more than two people here, and I feel like for me, this is some kind of celebration or some kind of party or some kind of get together that either you planned on doing and it got canceled or it's not going to happen, or you go to the celebration and it's not really what you expect. Like emotions are kind of running high here. So on top of that, we have the death reversed. So to me, I feel like because that is on the Three of Cups right here, and death is usually, not about a death. It's about a kind of figurative death, like the death of ego, the death of something that's not suiting you anymore, and you have to kill something, to for something else to be reborn, right? It's kind of the cycle of life. So that's basically what death means. So reversed, I kind of feel like there was a death somewhere, and it happened quickly. Like when I get it reversed, I feel like it's happening fast and you didn't expect it. Usually when it's right side up for me, you kind of it's kind of like a long journey. It's a long process of, the figurative death, right? Upside down for me, it's like it's quick, like something at this get together right here resulted in the ending of something. Now that can be a relationship, because of the cups. It could be the ending of an, ego, addiction. It could be the ending of, a group of friends. It could be the ending of, gosh, so many things. But I feel like it was fast, and I feel like it happened at this get together right here. So, and it could also be the ending, possibly to this kind of pandemic we're going through. Not the ending of it, but because people are getting vaccinated and stuff like that, we're able to get together a little more, a little more, because we're not like worried about getting sick and so forth. So the death could be a death of us not being able, to be together, and now we're able to be together. So that could be the get together right here. So on top of that, we have Two of Swords upside down right here. So this kind of means to me that you're kind of worried about some kind of situation that has to do with like communication. I feel like this particularly has to do with communication. If you could see, she's kind of blinded, and I feel like she's doing this to herself, to be honest. There's a decision that has not been made again, like I said earlier, and she's kind of willfully blind to it. Like she doesn't want to face it. She doesn't, she's like, she knows intuitively, because, swords can mean intuition. She knows that there has to be a decision that has to be made, but she's putting it off. She's really procrastinating on it. And the two decisions right here are Seven of Cups and Justice card. So I feel like the decision that hasn't been made yet is, do I keep daydreaming and thinking and not really acting on what I want, what I want out of life, what I want out of love. You know, should I take action on it? Would it be right to take action on what you're daydreaming about right here, what you're thinking about? Something, the Two of Swords right here, she's really pondering something, like, because the Two of Wands right here is about, again, it's about putting off things. And the Seven of Cups right here is kind of like reiterating that, he's on a, sorry, you can't see it very well, but he's on a bench. He's thinking about all these things. He's thinking about being alone. He's thinking about his finances. He's thinking about, everything, right? So the decision that you are trying to make is like, hey, do I come out of my daydream? Do I take action? Or do I just kind of like sit still in a way? Because justice upside down is like, well, justice is about balance and about, well, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's justice card. You want things to be fair. You want things to be balanced. You want things to be okay, essentially. So, do I just sit here daydreaming and not acting on what I want, or do I jump at the chance and do it, So that's what I get on this pile. Interesting pile. Okay, we're gonna move on to Eight of Wands right here. Let's see what we get. These cards are not cooperating very well, excuse me. Nine of Wands. Okay. The Hierophant. Whoop. Okay. I'm not going to use those because that's more than one. Let's see what we got. A lot of wands, you guys. A lot of wands this month. Okay. Let me take a look here for a second. Okay. So, Eight of Wands reversed is about, to me, is about things moving at kind of like a sloth, kind of turtle pace. Turtles aren't slow, but you know what I'm saying, like at a slow pace. And I feel like we're kind of waiting for something to happen that we've been working on for a while, in terms of goals, in terms of what we want out of life. Because a Hierophant is all about like the establishment. It could be about religion, but to me it's more about the economy. It's more about the establishment, so to speak. So I feel like we're waiting on something to happen in politics and the economy, something, and it's going kind of slow because the Nine of Wands right here, we've worked hard at what we did. We have a stable foundation. We're almost to the end, but it's reversed. So it's like there's a hiccup in the wall that we have made. Not a wall as in like I'm closing myself off, but in a wall as if like a structure type sense. Does that make sense? So it's not going as fast as we want, because we want, things to, happen right now, right? And it's really not. There's some kind of hiccup going on. And the Three of Wands right here, it makes me feel like we're gonna kind of have to, how do I say this? We're going to have to not start over, but pick yourself back up and try again. Because when we get to this Nine of Wands right here, we kind of lost a few wands, if that makes any sense. And because of that, we have like 3 left. And we're standing tall with what we got, and we're looking in the distance for a new life. So maybe we're trying to like ask the government for help, and they, for example, you're trying to get food stamps or something like that, right? And it's not going as fast as you wanted, and you probably received bad news that you got denied, right? Because 8 of Wands can be messages, news, whatever. And maybe they denied us, right? So we kind of, and that made us feel almost inadequate and kind of not fair from this. So we're kind of having to start over and look at other means of, I don't want to say surviving, but other means to meet your goal. Whatever this situation is, whatever this goal is, we're kind of having to, like, for example, I know I'm kind of all over the place, but we're like rollerblading, right? And we hit a stick and we fall down, right? Well, our confidence got kind of hurt a little bit, our ego got kind of hurt a little bit, but we still know how to skate, right? So we still have a tiny foundation to play off of. So we're going to get back up and avoid that stick that made us fall down and try again. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. But yes, something with it could mean church too. Maybe you ask the church for help, or even maybe you're having you just say you're religious and you asked your deity, to help you with something, and you didn't get the answer you wanted, or you're not getting the answer fast enough. We want the universe to be, on our own time and our own speed, and it's not always so. Okay, so that, if that makes sense. Let's see what this Queen of Wands is about, because she is the bomb, right? Okay. I'm going to shuffle this one more time. Make sure it's all mixed. Okay. See what we got. Wands again. It is very, like, a very fiery, passionate, like, goal oriented month. Like, we are trying to get our goals, like, taken care of. And even though there's some hiccups, like, every other fucking month or whatever, we are getting it, y'all. We are getting it. See? 7 of Wands. I mean, I can't make this shit up. Look, I'm shuffling. I can't make this shit up. Okay. Okay. I'm going to draw one more and see what that tower's about. Okay. One more. Alright. So, we got the Queen, right? Let me just look at this real quick. So, there's going to be a situation where you have kind of followed your heart, right? You are going towards a goal that you want to achieve. That can be anything. But you're very, very passionate. Sorry, I bumped the camera. You're very, very passionate about it. And you have pretty much achieved it because you got the Queen of Wands up top, right? But for some reason, you don't really have the support that you feel like you need or deserve. 6 of Wands, it's like, and that's going to cause some kind of conflict. It could be internally or outwardly. Usually 7 of Wands right here is kind of like an outward argument or outward battle, some kind of fight, argument, whatever. So I kind of feel like because we have the Emperor right here, the Emperor is kind of like the boss. It doesn't have to be male, but they have the characteristics of like the boss, of like the main dude, of like the head of the household. You get what I'm saying? Like he's very stern, but in a position of power, if that makes any sense. If they deserved it or not, they're in a position of power. So somebody in a position of power right here um, doesn't really approve of your goals and what you have accomplished. And it's keeping you awake at night, as you can see. And it might kind of cause a tower moment right here upside down. It's very fast. It's very, it's not an internal battle. But it's more like, how do I say this? The tower reverse, it's like the tower moment is about destruction of what you're currently at, and starting from the foundation and building back up, right? It's kind of like the death card, but it's not like an ending. It's just something is getting crumbled down, and you're just gonna have to kind of start over, right? So I kind of feel like because this Emperor right here is kind of in the middle of the tower and the Nine of Swords, it's like the Emperor doesn't approve of your choices, and it's not a he, it's they, or person, doesn't like what you're doing, doesn't like your choices. So you feel like they're not supportive, like if it's your family, you feel like they're not supporting you, which can cause a fight. And it can make you guys feel like you're gonna have to kind of start over in your relationship. Possibly if you live with somebody that's like the Emperor type, that you might have to move out of the house. You might have to kick them out of the house. And you're not getting enough rest because of all of this going on. You feel like proud of yourself for accomplishing your goal, but you don't really have the support system that you want or deserve, unfortunately. And you know what? To that, I say, fuck up, man. You don't really need them. You think you need the support, you think you want to see. If you look at it right side up, he's like coming back from battle, he's got this people cheering him on, he's got this goal he achieved. And right side up or upside down, it's like you don't really have that. And that's okay. Like, it sucks, it feels terrible, it's keeping you up at night, but you know what? If this Emperor doesn't see how good you've done and how far you've come to accomplish what you want, it doesn't matter what they want, it's what you want in your life, then maybe it's time to, start over and cut them out. Or at least, if it's some people or somebody that you can't just cut out of your life, that you really love and care about, respect, maybe you need to step away for a little bit. Just take some time for yourself. I think you just need to rest and you know reflect on what you've done. You're the Queen of Wands here. You did an excellent job. I mean, you're the fucking boss, and you don't deserve all of this. And, you know, it does suck to not have a support system and to be, bickering all the time over spilled milk. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth your time. It's just going to make you sick. It's just take some time away, because this it's not healthy, and you don't deserve it. You did a good job with whatever you accomplished, you know? Maybe they just don't understand. Or maybe they're jealous, to be honest. I mean, an emperor, you know, he's like the boss, you know, he's the head honcho. But I mean, they're not perfect, you know. He could have some not he. They could have some, you know, issues that they're dealing with on the inside, and they're kind of taking it out on you. And if that's the case, then it's good to step away and let them deal what they got to deal with, and you can revel in, you know, your achievement and what you did for yourself, you know, because it takes a lot to get to the queen. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. Yes, you know, traditionally the queen is kind of it's kind of like handed down, you know, like you don't really do anything to deserve it. In a way, it's just kind of handed it to you. But in my opinion, the queen is about hard work. Like, even though sometimes you're just handed things, you have the option to be really good at what you were dealt, or be bitter about it and be shitty with it. Does that make sense? Okay, well, I hope this resonated with you guys. If you have any questions, you know, comment below. I'm always happy to answer them. If you would like if you would like a private reading, you can always email me. Again, links below. And I'll see you next time for the reading for next week, which will be June 1st through the 6th or 7th. I have to look at my calendar, I don't know. Stay tuned for that, and have a lovely night, lovely day, lovely month, lovely week, and stay magical, my friends.